everyone, and welcome to the official draw for the Genuine Houston Cup 2025. My name is Ingrid.
And my name is Adrià.
And today we're here to find out how the groups and the first matchup are going to look like. This tournament is going to bring together 38 teams formed by people with intellectual disabilities and autism from 4 continents and over 23 different countries in Houston to celebrate what truly unites soccer: inclusion, respect, and the joy of sharing the same dream. Today, we're going to discover how the groups of the competition and the teams will be distributed and what the first matchups are going to look like. So whether you're friends, family, or just a sports enthusiast, we invite you to join us in Houston from July 29 to August 1st at the Rice University campus. It's going to be a wonderful experience, we are sure about it.
Bienvenidos a todos. Es un placer saludaros desde el sorteo oficial de la Genuine Cup Houston 2025. Antes de continuar, queremos explicaros que a mi izquierda veréis la pantalla en castellano y a mi derecha la podréis ver en inglés.
And now, to tell you more about the tournament, who is better than one of the people who made it all possible, one of the promoters of the Genuine Houston Cup 2025, Nacho Torras. We will pass the word over to him. Hi Nacho, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, here from Houston. Well, the local team is getting ready for this year's tournament, which, after last year's experience, we have made some changes, which I think you will appreciate it and you will enjoy. The new format is going to have, first, more soccer, much more football, mass football. Second, why not, some competition. And last, very, very important, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fantastic new format. I'm sure you will enjoy it. But for the tournament to happen, we need a few things. And the first thing that we needed was a host. And what a better host than Rice University again. This year, bigger and better than last year. So if you see anyone from Rice, make sure you thank them and give them a big hug. The second thing we needed was sponsors. Sponsors that believe on the concept, but especially to believe on the cause. And we have a lot of sponsors. Also, if you see any for sponsors, make sure you thank them for all they do. The third thing we needed, of course, the volunteers. We're going to have a lot of volunteers this year. And make sure that if you see any of the volunteers, give them a big hug. Un gran abrazo. Give them a big kiss and thank them for all the year they're doing for this tournament. And the last thing, the most important thing, we need you. We need the teams. We need the coaches. We need the family and the fans. So thanks a lot. Thanks you for coming to Houston and spending these few days with us. It will be a great time. And we're going to show with this tournament, with your participation, with everyone's contribution, that we can promote inclusion with true values of sportsmanship, friendship, and all especially with another fan. So, welcome to Houston. See you in a few weeks.
Thank you for your words, Nacho. We would like to take a moment to thank not only the players who make this tournament so special, but also all the sponsors who have helped turn the Genuine Cup Houston 2025 into a reality. Let's introduce our sponsors. Rice University,
Torras Family Foundation,
Goya Foods and Goya Cares,
Baldwin Foundation,
Vinson and Elkins,
Tricon Energy,
SPR Packaging,
CRU Logistics,
BBVA,
Sycar Farms,
HIB,
Kevin Phillips Chemical,
Altivia,
Space Center Houston,
Southwest Beverage,
Fever Candlelight,
The Tent Company,
Texas Children,
Telemundo,
Bank of America,
the Astros Foundation,
Select,
Known Autism.
and Maestro Cares.
Thank you all for supporting this tournament. It couldn't be possible without you. Now that we have introduced everyone, let's walk you through the whole tournament will work. Matches will be played from July 29th to August 1st in Houston at Rice University. Each team will play 6 matches. The games will be 8 aside, with 2 halves of 15 minutes. The scoring system is simple: 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, and 0 for a loss. The tournament will be divided into 2 large groups, which are called as 2 of our sponsors. Group 1 will be Group Chevron Phillips Chemical, and Group 2 will be Vinson and Elkins. Both groups will ensure equality, international diversity, and most importantly, a competitive and enriching experience for all. In the first phase, each team will play 3 matches. The first match is drawn randomly. The second and third are based on results. Winners will face other winners, teams who draw will face each other, and same for those who lose. This ensures balanced, exciting games for everyone. After there's 3 matches, a new ranking will be created. Based on that, 4 new groups of 8 teams will be formed. The top 4 from each original group will go into one group, and the next 4 into another, and so on, that everyone keeps playing against teams of similar levels. The last group will be formed by 4 teams from the first group and the 2 teams from the second group. Each of these 5 new groups will then play internal knockout rounds, and we will have 5 champions in total.
To keep things fair and exciting, we'll be making sure that teams from the same country are placed in different groups. For example, if we have 4 teams coming from Spain, 2 of them will be drawn into Chevron Phillips Chemical Group, and the other 2 will go into Vinson and Elkins Group. That way, we guarantee diversity and balance across the board. Are you guys ready? Let's get started. The first spot, 3 teams coming from the USA. The first one is going to go to play to Chevron Phillips Chemical Group. First team is Atlanta United. We are super excited to have Atlanta United joining us in this tournament.
Let's gonna see the first team to join Vinson and Elkins Group. United Genuine FC. Welcome back to the local team of Houston.
And the last team coming from the USA will be playing in Chevron Phillips Chemical Group is Inter Miami. It's the second time that Inter de Miami will participate in this event. Now, let's move on to Pot Mexico. We got 4 teams representing Mexico. The first one that will be playing in Chevron Chemicals Group Club América. We can't wait to meet them. Muchas ganas de conocerles a todos.
Let's gonna see the first Mexican club to join Vinson and Elkins Group. The Mexico National Team. Un placer volver a contar con vosotros, chicos.
And the second team playing in the first group from Mexico will be Tigres. Tenemos muchas ganas de recibirles a todos en Houston desde el año pasado.
The last team from Mexico Pot joining Vinson and Elkins Group will be Club Querétaro. Nos vemos de nuevo en un par de semanas, chicos.
All right, let's move on to Pot Portugal. 2 teams representing Portugal in this tournament. The first one, playing in Chevron Phillips Chemical Group, will be Sporting CP. Sporting will get to experience this tournament for the second time in a row.
And the other club from Portugal joining Vinson and Elkins Group will be Fundação Benfica. Happy to see you again, boys.
Now, let's move on to some other countries from Europe. In this case, the countries are only being represented by 1 team. Let's start. The first team from Europe moving on to Chevron Phillips Chemical Group is gonna be Hungary team. We can't wait to have you guys coming all the way from Hungary.
The next European team that is joining Vinson and Elkins Group will be No Barriers from Poland. They will join us for the first time.
The next team moving to the first group Rangers FC. We can't wait to meet the Rangers coming all the way from Scotland.
The 4th team from Eurosport will be FBK Kaunas. Coming from Lithuania, it's a pleasure.
The next team joining the first group from Europe is gonna be Ajax. we are excited to have a team coming from the Netherlands.
The next team joining Vinson and Elkins group will be Paris Saint-Germain. It will be a pleasure to meet you in 2 weeks.
And the next team moving to Chevron Phillips Chemical Group is Club Bruges. We are super excited to welcome you to the tournament.
And the last team from Eurosport joining Vinson and Elkins group will be Croatia national team. Happy to see you guys.
All right, let's move on to the next spot. We got 2 teams in Pod South America. The first one, playing in the first group, is gonna be Corinthians Soccer Academy. We are super happy to have you coming all the way from Brazil.
And the other South American team joining the second group will be Peñarol Inclusivo. Un saludo a Uruguay.
And now, the last spot, we got 3 teams coming from Argentina. The first one will be playing in Chevron Phillips Chemical. We have Racing Club. Tenemos muchas ganas de recibirles en Houston.
The second team from Argentina will be FADIM, Federación Argentina. Será un placer conoceros, chicos.
And the last team representing Argentina is gonna be Boca Juniors. Qué ganas de conocerles a todos. Now, we're gonna move on to the next 6 spots, but first, we're gonna leave you with a video. We hope you enjoyed the video. Now, let's move on to the last 6 spots. The first one, we got 4 teams coming from Spain. The first one will be playing in Chevron Phillips Chemical Group. It's gonna be Fundación Barça. We are super excited to see you in action.
The first Spanish team joining Vinson and Elkins group will be Nàstic de Tarragona. Es un placer volver a contar con vosotros.
The next team representing Spain, moving to the first group, Valencia Club de Fútbol. Tenemos muchísimas ganas de recibirles y pasárnoslo en grande en Houston.
The last team from the Spain pot joining Vinson and Elkins group will be Athletic Club Fundació. Encantados de volver a teneros.
Moving on to the next spot, we got 2 teams coming all the way from Italy. The first one will be playing in Chevron Phillips Chemical Group, will be AS Roma. We are super happy to have AS Roma joining us in the tournament in Houston.
And the last team from Italy pot will be joined Vinson and Elkin group, Inter Milan. Happy to see you guys.
Let's move on to the England pod. We got 3 different teams coming from England. The first one will be playing Chevron Phillips Chemical Group. Manchester United Foundation. It's the first time this tournament will get to experience a tournament like this one.
The next team from England will be joining Vinson and Elkins Group is Manchester City. Welcome for the first time.
And the last team coming from England is going to move on to Chevron Phillips Chemical Group. It's going to be Newcastle United Foundation. We are super excited to welcome you in the tournament. Let's move on to the Asia pod. We got two teams coming all the way from Asia. The first one playing in Chevron Phillips Chemical Group is going to be FC Seoul. We are super happy that the team from South Korea will be joining us this year.
And the last team from Asia will join Vinson and Elkins Group is Yokohama F. Marinos. Happy to see you in a couple of weeks.
Let's move on to the last two pods. First of all, we're going to have two teams coming from Germany. And the first one, moving on to Chevron Phillips Chemical Group, we're going to have Werder Bremen. We can't wait to meet you all.
The last team from Germany pod will be joining the Vinson and Elkins Group is Bayer Leverkusen. Welcome to the tournament, guys.
And last but not least, we have Australia, Guatemala, and Puerto Rico. The first team will be playing Chevron Phillips Chemical, and the remaining two will be moving on to Vinson and Elkins Group. The first one, moving to Chevron Phillips Chemical, Football Futures Foundation. We can't wait to meet you coming all the way from Australia.
The last two teams will be joining the Vinson and Elkins Group. The first one will be Puerto Rico National Team. Estamos deseando conoceros, chicos. And the last team joining Vinson and Elkins Group will be Club Social y Deportivo Municipal Guatemala. Es un placer daros la bienvenida al torneo.
Alright, so now that the groups are set, let's find out who will face off in the first matchup of the Genuine Houston Cup 2025. As a reminder, these first matchups are randomly drawn. From there, the rest of the matches will be determined based on the results. We have prepared a countdown. Are you guys ready? Let's find out. So that's how the Genuine Houston Cup 2025 is going to kick off. We're going to walk you through what the first matchups are going to look like. Werder Bremen against Newcastle United Foundation.
Atlanta United versus Ajax.
Fundación Barça against Rangers FC.
FC Seoul versus Football Futures Foundation.
Sporting CP against Inter Miami.
Club América versus Valencia Club de Fútbol.
AS Roma against Tigres.
Racing Club versus Corinthians Soccer Academy.
Manchester United Foundation against Hungary National Team.
Club Brugge versus Boca Juniors.
And from the second team, we have Paris Saint-Germain versus United Genuine.
Inter Milan versus Mexico National Team.
Nastic de Tarragona against Manchester City.
No Barriers versus Club Social y Deportivo Municipal Guatemala.
Bayer Leverkusen against Yokohama F. Marinos.
Athletic Club Fundación versus Club Peñarol.
Puerto Rico National Team against Club Querétaro.
FBK Kaunas versus Fadim Federación Argentina.
And last but not least, Fundação Benfica against Croatian National Team. That is how the first matchups are gonna look like. But don't worry, everything you have seen today will be posted on our social media channels right away, so you can check it, share it, and get excited.
And remember to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, X, and LinkedIn, and create your own content and tag @GenuineCup and use the hashtags TheGenuineGold and GCH2025.
That's it from us today, but we'll see you in Houston from July 29th to August 1st for the most inclusive soccer tournament in the world, featuring some of the brightest stars you will ever meet. Huge thanks once again to all our sponsors, volunteers, players, clubs, and every single one of you who make this incredible tournament possible. Thank you so much. See you in Houston.